If you're finding that your dog grooming clipper blades are just not cutting very well, or your dog grooming clipper is lagging and seems like it's losing power, even that your scissors aren't cutting properly, you're not getting a full precise cut, this episode's for you. We're going to talk about some good ways to maintain your dog grooming equipment coming up in this episode.
You're listening to the Grooming by Rudy podcast.
Okay, guys, so welcome back to the Grooming by Rudy podcast. For those of you that don't know us, we are father and son dog grooming duo with over 55 years of dog grooming experience. I'm Rudy V, along with my son Anthony Ray, and welcome to the show. We want to thank you for being with us today. So, Ant, what's going on, man?
We're on the grind, got some good, I'm in a good rhythm with editing. And so like basically it's like it breaks down into, I have like my editing days, my thumbnail days for anybody who's ever made a YouTube video or ran a YouTube channel. You guys know what thumbnails are. It's what you clicked on to get here. And I do a lot of it with my son around me. And he's my little partner in crime. And today was kind of funny. For any parents out there, I'm sure you guys will know what I'm talking about here, is when you're a parent, especially of a small child, you do a lot of getting right back up right after you sit down, that kind of stuff. And you also, what seems to happen a lot is when you think you're about to do something, you're not. And that happened to me today. I got real hungry. I was doing some editing at home. And I look at the clock. It's like, oh, man, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Let me go make myself a sandwich. So I'm in my kitchen. And I'm doing, getting the fixins, getting a little lettuce, if you're going to sandwich right. And, so I'm getting all the fixins out there, and my son comes in, and just as I'm about to take my first bite of my sandwich, my son comes in the room and says, grilled cheese, because he sees the bread and the cheese. I hadn't put it away yet, so I guess that's on me. And grilled cheese is one of my son's favorite foods. So, that happened today, where it was like I thought I was about to have lunch, but turns out I wasn't going to have it for at least another 15 minutes because now I got to make you a grilled cheese. I'm certainly not going to bite into a really good sandwich right in front of him, right as he asked me for his lunch too. So.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You stop.
I'm pretty sure my teeth pierced the bread, and then here comes grilled cheese. I went, okay. I'm not gonna. I can't do it. I can't torture you. So so that but what a good kid. I love my kid.
I wouldn't be laughing so much if I didn't know myself how cute his little kid is, because his little kid is just a little him. Yeah. And you can only imagine this tiny little thing walking into the room saying grilled cheese.
Yeah. Grilled cheese?
Yeah.
It was the cutest, oh man, but you're so cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you do what you have to do. And I did it for you. So, you used to ask me a little bit more than just for a grilled cheese. Anthony would ask me for 5 Dunkin' Donuts ham and cheese croissants, like literally 5 of them. Yeah. Like, hey, none for none, but they're like $4 a piece. You know that, right?
even back then.
Yeah, have 2, and if you're still hungry, I'll get you another one. Okay,
have 2 and see how you feel. I remember that, dude. Yeah, you know what's funny? To this day, I still love just cheese croissant. When I go to Dunkin' Donuts now as an adult, I'll get like bacon, egg, and cheese or whatever. But they sell this big thing at Costco of a bunch of croissants. There's like 15 of them in there. But when I'm at home, I don't put no egg on that. I just melt cheese on croissants. Still,
that's all you got to do.
It's so good.
Yeah. Delicious. Oh man, I want to talk about food now throughout the whole episode, but we got to get into this, guys. Okay, so let's get into this. Okay, all right. So you dog groomers out there, or you home dog groomers out there, equipment maintenance is key, guys. And we have found that coming off of the busy holiday, and you don't even realize it right away. You start to notice, like, my blades just aren't cutting, or, my clipper just, what is wrong here? It seems like it's bogging down, doesn't have the power, or my scissors aren't. You start to notice, like, a month in, after the holiday season, I got to do some maintenance here. So, guys, definitely, it's important. Let's start off with blades. Okay, so you're using, like, we're using an Andis. If you're using an Andis or a Wall KM10 or Andis 5-speed Excel, any clipper that has a detachable blade, we're talking about detachable blades here, or any blade, but in particular, we're talking about the detachable. Your common blades are like your 10 blade, your 30 blade. They're the ones that are going to dull out quicker than the other ones, because you're using them for everything. You're using them for your pads. You're using them for your sanitary clips and things like that. You're just using them a lot, so they're going to dull out quicker. Guys, you have to focus on these blades, and one of the first things you can do, so I have a 10 blade here, is guys, get yourself a little brush. You have to have these little brushes. I mean, these come with the clipper kit, but any small brush will do. You got to turn that 10 blade over like this and clean it out. Get that brush in there, clean it all out. You got to get all of the hair out of there. You can even slide the cutter over, slide it over a little bit like that, and just definitely get all the excess hair out of there, and spray it down. What you guys have to get yourself some Andis Cool Care Plus. This is a 5-in-1, because it does so many things. It lubricates, it disinfects the blades, but you want to spray this in there, okay? And then definitely keep your blades clean, especially in between dogs. You want to be doing this anyway,
Be careful with that brush. It looks like you were scraping some of the hair into your soda there.
That's okay. I breathe in hair all day. It's
Oh, that's true.
I definitely I'm probably gonna have Groomer Lung. That's a real thing, by the way.
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
Groomer Lung?
Groomer Lung, yeah. You should be wearing a mask. We don't wear masks.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You're breathing in a lot of dog hair all day long, so it's one of the things that can happen.
Well, okay.
But yeah, definitely you have to clean out the blades, brush that hair out of there, and spray them down. Spray them down so that you're disinfecting them, and you're cleaning all that hair out.
I guess, and if none of that works, you probably have to get your blade sharpened. Yeah. And if you are going to do that, that is not ever a place to cut corners. So make sure that if you're not doing them yourself and know how to do them properly, if you're doing them yourself, make sure you have a professional machine. And if you're sending them out, make sure you're using a professional company. Because with both blades and shears, they could really screw your equipment up. With like, if you have like a friend who's just kind of has like random sharpening equipment at their house, I could probably do it for you. Do not do that. Yeah. Use professional equipment. There's very, very good blade sharpening machines and scissor sharpening machines that are made specifically for this. So it's not the kind of thing where, if I don't know, those belts that people have where they sharpen knives. Yeah. Like if you have like that wacky friend that's like, I'm sure if we just run the blade across the belt, it'll be fine. Do not do that. Yeah. They make specific equipment for this. And if it's expensive to buy it yourself. But just if you don't have to, you can get it done by somebody who has it. Just make sure that they're a professional company. That's super important.
Yeah, definitely get it done by a pro, guys. So yeah, it's a great point. And I think if you all else fails and you can't find anybody, I'm pretty sure if you go to petedge.com, they actually do some sharpening. You can navigate through there and send them to petedge.com, and I'm pretty sure that they do some sharpening. But yeah, great point. Get it done by a pro. Like, don't get it done by your machinist uncle that has tools in the shed. It's something that is very specific to dog groomers, beauticians, that sort of thing, guys. So that's going to lead us into the next thing is your scissors. Okay, so guys, again, if you're using your scissors a lot, especially on dirty coats, okay, what you will start to find is that the tips of the scissors are going to start folding the hair. They'll not cut. You won't get a full cut on the scissors. That's the first sign of your scissors dulling out, okay? And then after a while, it'll just get worse and worse, and the rest of the blade, the edge will start to dull out too, and you're just not going to have a nice scissor, trim. You're not going to be able to achieve a really good haircut. Plus, you're just going to increase the chance that you cut a dog with dull scissors. So again, you just want to make sure that your scissors are nice and sharp. And like Anthony said, send them out to be sharpened. Yes, we do it all in-house over here because I've been doing it so long. I have the equipment. I have the luxury of that. But again, if you don't, send them out. Okay, guys, you have to have strong, sharp scissors if you're going to do any kind of dog grooming.
And shears are like anything else. The more you baby them, the more you take care of them, the better they're going to perform. So you don't drop them. Those kind of anything that applies to the rest of your equipment, definitely kind of times it by 2 with your shears because they're balanced. So a drop of your clippers might not be detrimental, but you drop your scissors once, you got to. It's a nightmare.
So true.
True. And so get into the habit of like wiping them down. You gotta love them a little bit. Wipe them down. You could even take some of that cool lube.
Yeah, exactly.
You were just showing.
Yeah, that is a great great suggestion, Anthony. I forgot to say that. Definitely, guys, you can spray it down.
Yeah.
Right. You take your scissors, spray some cool lube all about in between here where the scissors meet and down the blades, and you could just wipe them down with a rag. It will, after you get them sharpened, it will help maintain that edge, and you should do that anyway in between dogs, so you're keeping your scissors sharp and disinfected. Spray that cool lube around there and wipe it down with a rag.
Yeah, people forget that stuff disinfects too, so it's not, it doesn't. It sounds weird, like, oh, where's the clipper cool? I got to spray my scissors down, but it's not just for cooling blades. It works as a disinfectant. So yeah, a little spray, a little wipe down in between dogs. Your scissors will last a little longer. Just got to show them the love.
Absolutely, great point by a dummy. Sorry.
I'm the dummy. You're brushing dog hair into your soda.
Sorry.
When he was doing that, I was over here like, oh man, it all went in the soda. His soda's right below.
And I'm drinking.
I'm watching it trickle down, glistening. Oh, he's got Groomer Lung. It just happened.
Oh no.
I can't believe that's real. You scared me now.
Yeah, it is real. You should wear a mask. Don't do what we do. Wear a mask.
I used to work in a factory. Oh, God, I can't remember. I'm so bad with years, but it was years ago. I used to work in a metal, what's it called?
Yeah.
Tool and die. It was a metal stamping factory. And this old, he was like 70 years old, this guy that basically trained me, but he didn't look it. He just didn't look 70 and didn't act 70 because he was super strong. Real short guy, but just a badass. And I noticed that he wasn't even wearing gloves, and I was like this just like little scared kid, and like I have these gloves on, and you get grease all over your hands, and you get tiny shards of metal in your hands. Ooh. And I asked him one day, I say, hey, Ronnie, I go, how come you don't wear gloves, man? And he goes, because I've been doing this for 40 years. He said, I can't even walk through a metal detector and an air court because I have so many microscopic shards of metal in my hands. Like he has to like let them know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Weird stuff happens to be. I get like with the Groomer Lung thing. That's what made me think of it.
Yeah, right. Like I can't walk through a Groomer Lung detector, at the airport. If they ever develop one of those, I just won't.
A dog hair detector, you can't. A Groomer Lung detector.
Sorry, you can't fly. You have Groomer Lung.
You can't fly. You got Groomer Lung. It's not recommended.
It's not recommended. But anyway, let's get into the third one. So the third one is your actual dog grooming clipper. So depending on the clipper you have, again, guys, we are using the Andis 5-Speed XL. I love this clipper. I've been using it for a very long time. There are many reasons why I love this clipper. One of them is it just works really well, right? And the SPMs are really, really high. So it's a very powerful clipper for such a little thing. It's so powerful. We do a lot of dogs. We do a lot of heavy coats. We do a lot of thick coated dogs. So this is our go-to clipper. But even with this, Guys, you're going to get that small little brush and you're going to brush it right into your Diet Coke, okay, is what you're going to do. So, yeah, you're going to take that little brush and you're going to clean all this out, okay? You're going to clean all this out in between dogs because all the hair will get caked up in there, okay? And what you're also going to do is you're going to take this top off here. So again, I like this clipper because you could micro maintain this clipper. You could work on this clipper yourself, and you take this little piece of foam out, and you can clean out the drive assembly. Okay, that's right here. This is the drive assembly, and when you clean this out, you'll notice a lot of hair there. But the best thing to do is get yourself some extra drive assemblies like this. They're called blade drive assemblies. Little plastic piece right here. They cost like $10. 2 screws. You pop the old one out, pop the new one in, and you're good to go.
And a lot of you probably have wall. We're showing you Andis here.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys probably have Wall. Wall has the same thing. It's a drive assembly. I think it looks a little different, especially in the KM10 or 5. I forget which, but it looks kind of like a wishbone. It looks a little different, but they still have them. So this still applies to that. But very good piece of advice there, because it kind of, when you do stuff like this to your clippers, sometimes it makes them run like new. It's taking your clipper less power to generate. You'll notice your blades probably even are cutting better because your drive assembly is brand new. So it's like little things like this. It's like a mechanic. You're just not. It's just focused on a tool that most of them you can open and maintain, which is super, super important. And it saves you a ton of money, because I can't imagine how many people over the years who don't know this stuff, especially back in the day before YouTube, before all this information was even as out there as it is now, where people probably used to throw away clippers back in the day because they thought they were done.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a great point. It's a very simple thing you could do. Like I said, it's easy. It's easy to do. And if you have the blade drive assemblies, it's just changing them out. And like Anthony said, it's not always the blade. I have had instances where I just change out the drive blade assembly and it works. The blade's cutting automatically, because again, that clipper needs power. And when those assemblies start to dull out and the plastic starts to wear, it loses power. It's just not moving quite as fast, guys. So definitely, I hope the video helps you. I hope the podcast helps you, because again, tool maintenance is just key if you're going to do any kind of dog grooming, guys. It's very, very important. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in.
A lot of this stuff, and maybe this is what makes groomers a little bit lucky, is that not everything, but a lot of the maintenance that you do, you can just do yourself. Like I said before, the blade sharpening and stuff, that's sort of a step up if you don't know how to do it. But opening your clippers up, changing the drive assembly, stuff like that is so important, and you can do it. You don't have to send your clippers out for that. Yeah, if you do send your clippers out for a maintenance thing, I'm sure that there's some companies that do that. You don't have to worry about it, but a lot of this stuff will happen during your workday, and you can't just, hey, I need new clippers. We've been through that. That's how we figured out all this stuff, really, is like you just trial and error. You open up your clippers, you say, oh my God, I fixed them. That used to happen all the time back in the day. Blades aren't cutting, and next thing you know, my dad's opening up the clippers on the grooming table. We put the dog away, and he fixes them. And it's like, so here we're sharing that knowledge with you here today, all these years later. But yeah, that's kind of the beauty of this business, is a lot of the stuff that you have to use, you can maintain on your own, mainly the clippers and your shears, which are just two very, very important tools.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. And guys, if you like what we're doing here, if you like what we're talking about, if the podcast helps you in any way, please do us a big favor and just like the podcast, leave a like, leave a comment, and please subscribe, because it does take us time, it takes us money to do this, and with your support we can keep producing videos, because we really love doing it. We want to share our knowledge with you. So again, if you like it, please do us a favor, hit the like button and subscribe to our podcast, and subscribe to our channel as well. So thank you so much though.
We hope you enjoyed this show, guys. And if you did, like my dad just said, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. It's the best way to support the show, and we love making it for you. Make sure you share it with your friends, especially any grooming friends or friends that you might have that just love stuff that pertains to pet care and pet grooming. You could also go to our other YouTube channel. It's called Grooming by Rudy, where we have lots of helpful pet care tips and tutorials over there that can help you. Check out petedge.com. Use promo code Rudy5. Save $5 off of $100 or more on your order. Until next time, take care, guys.